December 5th, 1945. A clear, sunny afternoon off the coast of Florida. 5 U.S. Navy Avenger bombers take off on a routine training flight. Experienced pilots, full fuel, perfect weather. Within hours, all 5 planes vanish. No wreckage, no bodies, no explanation. Then, the rescue plane sent to find them explodes in a massive fireball over the ocean, taking another 13 men with it. 27 lives gone in one day. How does an entire squadron disappear on a bright, clear day, just miles from home? This is the real story of Flight 19. The tragic accident that accidentally created the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. A routine flight turns wrong. At 2:10 p.m., 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers lifted off from Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale. Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor, a 28-year-old combat veteran with over 2,500 flying hours, was in command. The mission was basic navigation training. Fly east for practice bombing, head toward the Bahamas, turn north, and return to base. A simple triangular route. But around 3:40 p.m., the radio at Fort Lauderdale picked up the first worrying messages. A student pilot's voice. "I don't know where we are. We must have gotten lost after that last turn." Taylor then came on. "Both of my compasses are out. I'm trying to find Fort Lauderdale. I am over land, but it's broken. I'm sure I'm in the Keys, but I don't know how far down, and I don't know how to get to Fort Lauderdale." Taylor had recently transferred from Miami. From high altitude, the small islands below looked similar to the Florida Keys. Believing he was south of Florida, he ordered the flight to head north. He was mistaken. They were actually over the Bahamas, east of Florida. Heading north took them farther out into the open Atlantic. Other pilots sensed the error. Frustrated voices cut through the radio. "Damn it! If we could just fly west, we could get home." But military discipline held firm. They followed their leader. Confusion turns to crisis. As the afternoon wore on, Taylor's disorientation deepened. He changed direction multiple times, zigzagging and wasting fuel. The students could see the sun setting on their left. Clearly showing west was the safe direction. Yet they stayed in formation. Ground control eventually located the flight and urged them to fly west. Communication was breaking up, and it's unclear if Taylor received the message. By early evening, with fuel running low and a cold front bringing rough weather, Taylor gave his final order. "All planes close up tight. We'll have to ditch unless we find land. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together." The radios soon fell silent. The Avengers likely ditched in rough seas after running out of fuel. The powerful Gulf Stream, deep ocean floor, and bad weather that night ensured that any wreckage sank quickly and was scattered. No confirmed trace has ever been found. The rescue that also failed. At 7:27 p.m., a large Martin PBM Mariner seaplane took off with 13 crew to search for Flight 19. Just 23 minutes later, it vanished from radar. Crew members on a nearby tanker ship witnessed a large aircraft explode in a brilliant fireball that lit up the night sky before plunging into the sea. The Mariner had a known dangerous flaw. Its fuel system could leak, allowing explosive vapors to build up inside. One spark could cause a mid-air disaster. The Navy concluded this was almost certainly what happened. From accident to legend. The next day, one of the largest searches in naval history began. Thousands of square miles were scanned. Nothing was recovered. The official investigation concluded that Lieutenant Taylor had become disoriented due to compass problems and led the flight out to sea. However, after pressure from his family, the final report was changed to cause or causes unknown. In later years, popular writers turned this tragedy into the foundation of the Bermuda Triangle myth, emphasizing mystery while downplaying the human factors: navigation error, strict chain of command, fuel exhaustion, and rough weather. The sobering reality: there was no supernatural force at work. Flight 19 was lost because a seasoned pilot misjudged his position, made a series of wrong decisions under stress, and his men, bound by loyalty and military discipline, followed him. The ocean in that region is vast and unforgiving. Strong currents and deep waters hide secrets well. Sometimes the most haunting stories are not about monsters or magic. They are about very human mistakes. Flight 19 didn't vanish into a legend. It vanished because on one ordinary afternoon, ordinary men got lost and paid the ultimate price. The ocean keeps its secrets, and the simplest explanations are often the hardest to accept.